You know what time it is? It is Friday, the weekly astro forecast with Astromadeus. What's going on, you guys? How are we doing? We have a lot to talk about. I say that every week, but you guys, I don't know about you, but that was one of the most transformational weeks of my life, of this year. That was such a beautiful moment. So we're gonna get into it. I'm still kind of writing this bliss bubble. I've been MIA on my platforms for a few days because I had the honor of being my sister's doula for her birth, and she wasn't expecting until January, so he came a little bit early, but he is doing amazing. She's doing amazing. And this new moon that we had in Scorpio, you guys, was really this beautiful moment for each of us to take on this new karmic chapter. Now, when we think of the word karma, we think of kind of this intense negative light, but we really have to see it in this new light now. This is the good part of the karma. This is where you have showed up for yourself and for others in so many different ways over the years. When you look back at it, it could feel like lifetimes ago. But this new moon had this energy of returning the karma to you, returning this moment of clarity, of transformation, and of how in the past it may have gone a different way, but now how in this moment it is exactly what you need and exactly where you need to be. So we have all planets, basically, besides two, we have all planets in water signs. So this is why we feel a really deep emotional undercurrent kind of everything right now. And this is a beautiful thing. I know it can be a little bit intense. We only have Mars in Sagittarius in a fire sign, and then we have Pluto in Aquarius in the air sign, but literally everything else is in Scorpio and Pisces in these water signs, and Jupiter in Cancer as well. So we have this beautiful grand water trine happening, and it's showing us a lot about our emotional resilience, you guys. It's showing us this deeper level of trust and initiation when it comes to facing our fears, when it comes to being in a situation where you are all in your primal, you are all in your feelings and your sensations and in the energetic frequency. If you've ever experienced birth or been at a birth, you know that it just takes you to another dimension, another time and space. And it was such an honor to be there and see that beautiful initiation that she stepped through as she stepped into motherhood. And it just showed so much about being present and just seeing the beautiful, beautiful gift that life is. And when we choose transformation, when we choose ourselves and choose that higher path, you know, all the blessings just start to show themselves, and you can start to, you know, expect them more in your reality when you really create that mindset. So we also have our Mercury retrograde in Scorpio now that happened on the 18th. And what this did, you guys, was bring us from that Mercury in Sagittarius that was playful and light and brought some truths, brought some really intense, you know, things to look at that brought you to a space of closure or that brought you to a space of newness, a new beginning. So that between that and the new moon, we have, you know, all this Scorpio energy. And I know we just had the sun enter Sagittarius, but at the same time, we still have this really deep scorpionic energy. That Mercury retrograde is saying, well, what do we do now? Are we going to self-destruct? Are we going to seek revenge? Are we going to, it's the scorpionic energy, right? But we do the opposite. We do the balanced expression of Scorpio, which is the phoenix, which is the healer, the transformative, the eagle, you know, the hawk. It's this beautiful perspective of everything is where it's meant to be, and I choose to stand in my power. So that's really the message that came through. I'm just, again, in such a space of joy and gratitude and excitement for my sister and having that experience of being her doula. She was mine for all of the boys. She was there and present at every single birth. So, of course, I wanted to do that for her and be there with her. And she just did so amazing. I'm so proud of her. And he's a Scorpio. He was going to be a Capricorn, and he decided, I think I'm going to be a Scorpio and a Sagittarius rising nonetheless. So I was like, we've got this beautiful, beautiful connection already. And I see so much strength in him. I was able to do a reading for them, for mom and dad, and give them, his astrology and show what inherited astrology passed down to him. And it was this beautiful moment of excitement and joy and just reverence for the power of life and the power of just being present, the power of intention, the power of prayer. So we have some good news too. We have, all these planets retrograde, but we have Saturn going direct on the 27th, on Thanksgiving, you guys. So definitely feel a little bit less pressure, a little bit less intensity around our discipline and rigidness and kind of structured routines, right? We'll have Neptune going direct as well soon after. So that's going to really feel this discipline around our dreams and around our artistry, which is so exciting because we really haven't had too much fire. Again, we only have Mars in Sagittarius. So we're going to have some support to really get into our artistic space, get into our emotions, create some art, and just let that expressive nature come out of us. Mercury will also go direct on the 29th, so look forward to that. Things will start to feel a little bit more but this retrograde, again, there was so many planets retrograde. It's like, oh, Mercury is just another thing. Like, it felt like such a test and an initiation, and this, walking into a new space, a new door, and really seeing yourself in this timeline and seeing how multiple other timelines could have laid out and played themselves out. And again, just being present with exactly where you are, giving yourself so much grace and gratitude right now in these times, with all of this water and emotion. So you're doing a beautiful job. Thank you so much for being here and tuning into today's message. I'll be back next week to discuss the astrology. You know where to find me if you need a reading, whether it be the written report or our online Zoom call where you can dive in and we can just get into whatever you need for your chart. So I hope you guys have a beautiful, amazing day. Today snowed here in Colorado, so we got some snow, and that felt like such a beautiful reset and refresh of energy as we step into Sagittarius season. So have an amazing day, beauties. You guys are the best. Love you. See you on the next one.